to take us to the next session. Pascal, can you hear me?
Yes, Paul, I can hear you loud and clear.
Thank you. Welcome, Pascal.
Thank you very, very much, Paul. I really appreciate this time. For those of you who are our guests this evening, I want you to do two things. With a pen and paper, open your ears and your eyes and absorb all the information you listen to today. And at the end of this presentation, make a decision whether to start the business or to seek more clarification, or maybe it's not for you. But I think that from my experience in this business, is the finest business opportunity in the world today. So as Paul has said, my name is Pascal Oloo. I'm trained as a civil engineer. My wife and I have been in this business for just over 25 years now. I remember we started in 1995 on the 19th of March. And the reason we started was very simple: to make money. That's why we started this business. We wanted to make an extra $200 a month because, you know, when I was growing up, my father used to say, son, go to school, get a good education, and then you'll be successful. That advice was true 20 to 30 years ago, but it's no longer true now because, unfortunately, I meet so many people who have college degrees, even master's degrees, and they're not able to make ends meet. They don't have jobs because of different situations. One, technology. Companies have found more efficient ways to provide goods and services to the public with less people. But also because of COVID-19, a lot of people have lost their jobs. So I think that the advice that parents give their children today, go to school and get a good education, is no longer enough. We need to teach our children now how to create an enterprise, how to build a business or provide a service to the public, and in return for the payment that we get. So that's Betty and I. That picture was taken about 8 to 9 years ago. And the reason we started the business was simple: to make extra money. But you see, when we were starting, I didn't know what this business could do. I didn't know how big it would grow. I thought that if I earned an extra $200 a month, that would supplement my salary and it would lead a comfortable life. I remember our first income from the business, when we were two months old in the business, was $3. And the reason why that excited me is because I actually went and read the marketing plan and I calculated how much money we would earn from what we were taught at the training. And it was correct, because after 7 months, our income reached $1,000. And I was very, very excited. I decided to make this business my career. So Betty and I worked extremely hard. After 3 years, what we were earning from the business was 3 times my salary, and I fired my boss. Those of you who are guests, it's an incredible feeling to go to the office and tell your boss, please give my job to somebody who needs it. I don't need it anymore. It's an incredible feeling of freedom. So that's what happened to Betty and myself. But this presentation is directed to our guests, the people who want to have a look at this business and make a decision. First, what is this business that we're talking about? But before we discuss what the business is, I want to discuss with you the 4 ways that people use to generate money or to earn an income or to earn a salary, to keep bread on the table and to have clothing, housing, and all those things that life requires. The first one is called a job. That is when you work for somebody and they pay you a salary at the end of the month. Unfortunately, jobs have become very, very insecure because of technology, because of the changes in economics around the world. It's not easy to, the most insecure thing you can have now is to think that a job has security. Jobs are no security anymore. And then there's internal politics in the job situation, where the employees stab each other in the back because they want to get ahead. The second way that people use to generate money is called self-employment. What is self-employment? Self-employment is when you start a business to provide a product or a service to the public in return for the money they pay. And you do this in a personal capacity, in the sense that if you're not there, there's no money coming in. The problem with this is this: if you fall sick, or you've got family problems, or you want to go for a holiday, or you're just tired and you need to take a rest, excuse me, you see, if the job depends on you, it means there's no income earning when you're not there physically. And in fact, one of the ways to test whether you own a business is go away from the business for 2 to 3 months. If the income stops, you don't own the business. The business actually owns you, because without you, the business doesn't grow. The third way that people use to generate money is called big business. These are companies like Safaricom or MTN or Vodacom in South Africa, or Naivas or ShopRite Checkers. These are companies that invest huge capital and they have lots of employees, but with this also come a lot of labor issues. This option is not available to the ordinary person in the street. The fourth way that people use to generate income is called investment. That is when you need extra cash over and above what you need for your daily living, but you need two other things to be able to earn income from your investment. Number one, you need to have knowledge, and number two, you need to have the skill of investing, because to invest in a business or in something that gives you a return on your investment, you need to understand what you're doing. Most people don't actually have the requisite skill to do this. So what do? They get an investment expert to invest their money on their behalf. There are other ways that people that use to generate money, which is called specialized skills. People like writers or authors, musicians, professional athletes, people who make money because of extraordinary talent and skill to generate their income, which is available to very, very, very few people in the world. But the question is there an ideal business? Is there a criteria that you can use to tell whether a business is ideal for building wealth? I think there is, and it has the following elements. Number one, you need very low capital to start the business. For example, our company or our business, you need between $60 and $100 to start a global business, because the company has already built infrastructure for you to be able to build your own business. The second criteria for an ideal business is you need to get involved in distribution of goods and services. Why is that? Because people need them, and this is how you generate income from the public. Distribution of goods and services is the strongest tool for generating wealth. The third criteria for generating wealth or an ideal business is you need to have a global reach. For example, Betty and I live in the eastern side of Pretoria, South Africa. And if we opened a shop here or we opened a business here, and only the people who can get access to our premise or our shop can buy our products. And that means our reach is limited. The company we do business with is doing business in 50 countries around the globe. In Africa, we're in 14 countries, which has a population base of about 450 million people. What does that tell you? That we have a very, very big market in the world to be able to fulfill, to be able to satisfy the requirements of this continent. I truly believe that the future of business in the world is Africa. Why? Because Africa has got the youngest population among all the 5 continents. I think 60% of Africa's population is between 18 and 35. And that's an incredible amount of people. The fourth element that you need to have, or a criteria for an ideal business, is you need leverage. What is leverage? Leverage simply means that you have found a way to multiply your time, your effort, and your skill to be able to earn more income. For example, if you think about banks, what banks do is they open branches. What are they doing when they open branches? They are leveraging their services and their effort. That means they employ people, they teach them how to work in the bank so that they can penetrate or serve more customers, and the owners of the business are rarely there. That is what leverage is. Leverage is when you find a way to multiply your time, your effort on how to reach more customers. The fifth element is you need to get involved in consumable products. Okay. What are these? Consumable products are things that people buy and use, and when it is finished, they buy some more. For example, soap. Soap is not a very romantic or an exciting product, but soap is good business because every single person uses soap every day. Number two, when it is finished, they buy some more. And so is skincare products, skin and beauty care products, and so is health supplements. These are products that people have repeat sales. The sixth element about an ideal business is you need a business system. A business system is when you devise tools, procedures, equipment that enables you to run the business so that you don't have to be there yourself. For example, Betty and I live here in Pretoria, but we've got a business in South Africa, in Kenya, Uganda. We've got a business in Nigeria. We've got a business in the US, in Sweden, in the UK. But we are not there physically. Why? Because the company has developed systems that enables our business to grow in areas where we are not present physically. And the last thing is timing. Why is timing important? Because if you start the business at the wrong time, the business doesn't gain traction. Those are the basic elements of deciding what an ideal business is. Now, what is network marketing? Network marketing is a system of distribution of goods and services, where we cut out the middleman between the manufacturer and the consumer. In traditional business, if you buy a product in the supermarket or wherever you buy a product from, almost 35 to 40 or 50, up to sometimes 50% of the cost of that product goes to advertising. Advertising is very expensive. So what we do in our business, we cut out all the middlemen between the manufacturer and the consumer, and the money the company would have spent to pay middlemen and advertising is what is paid to distributors like ourselves. Now, this business is not a sales business. Sales makes a very small part of the business. What this business is we actually build a network of people who use products. For example, ShopRite Checkers is a retail chain that's originated in South Africa. The last time I read, they had 1,900 outlets around the African continent. So they build stores on the African continent that has got 147,000 employees. The difference between this and our business is that the people who run the outlets have no shares in the business. It's only the owners of ShopRite Checkers are the ones who have shares. In our business, it's different. What we're actually doing, we are building a network of product users or branches, but these branches are in people's home who use products. And as a result of us building this network of users, the company pays us a small percentage of what is generated. That is what really our business is. There are no wholesalers or retailers. Products are explained to the customers directly. We are paid for successfully referring customers to buy products because we don't earn an income until a customer buys a product. The products are researched and developed on your behalf. That means, although you're in business for yourself, but you're not in business by yourself. The company supports you by building infrastructure in all these 50 countries. There's no qualification required in our business except three things. One, you need to have a desire for success. Number two, you need to be teachable. That means you need to be willing to learn new things. And number three, just sheer hard work. If you have these three things going for you, you'll grow a very large business, okay? Today, I was speaking to a friend of mine, and he was telling me that she's not very good at selling. I told her, yeah, neither am I. What we do is we build a network of people who use products, and each person buys products directly from the company without going through a third party. And this is what makes our business very, very unique. And when did this company start? And when did this business start? This business was started by Jerry Brasfield in 1958. He started because as a teenager, he had very serious asthma, and his mother gave him natural remedies. When he felt better, he decided to go into the nutrition industry. That was a small town in California called Porterville. Little did he know that having a dream and believing in it, the business has spread to over 50 countries around the globe. But why has it lasted all these years? Because we believe in certain basic principles, and there are 5 of them. Number 1, absolute honesty and integrity in what we do. When we invite people to join our business, we tell them what it takes to succeed. It's a very simple business. It's not easy. It takes time to build it. You won't become a millionaire in the 1 year or whatever it is. It takes time to build it. We believe that in a 2 to 5 year period, you can achieve financial independence if you build the business the way it's taught by your leaders. The second thing is people are number 1. The most important resource we have in our business is people. The third element is products that work. The company has put together some of the finest scientific minds around the globe, called the Scientific Advisory Board, whose job is just dedicated to developing the finest products in the world. I believe that Neolife has got the best supplements in the world, the best cleaning products. For example, one of our products is called LDC, the light duty concentrate for cleaning. About 10 or 11 years ago, there was an oil spillage in Cape Town, and so many penguins, about I think 15,000 penguins, were in danger of perishing because of oil pollution. The only product they could find around the world to clean the penguins and does not damage the environment was our product called LDC. So the company spends considerable amount of time and effort and money in doing research to develop the finest products. Our supplements are based from natural food sources. There's no artificial ingredients in our supplements. The fourth element is equal opportunity for everybody. Everybody starts the business at the same level. Whether you're a man or a woman, young or old, a professional or not, we don't care. What we care about is that you need to have a dream, you need to be dedicated to what you're doing, you need to open yourself to learning, and you need to work hard. If you have all those things, your success is yours. And the last thing is a long-range vision. When you start this business, we suggest that give this business a 2 to 5 year horizon. Put everything in you can to become successful. Then review your progress. If you do that, you're going to be successful. When did this company start? This company started in 1958 in the USA. In South Africa in 1971, Kenya and Uganda, Tanzania, 96 and 97. If you're a guest, this business has come to your home today. So, why do people start this business? People start this business for very many different reasons. Some people start the business because they want a better life for their children. Some people start the business because they want to buy their dream homes. Some people start the business because they like to buy fancy cars or better cars than the one they have. Some people start the business because they want to have holiday homes. Some people start the business because they want to make money. And some people want to make a lot of money. I think that it's a noble thing to make money because everything we do in life depends on money. I mean, if you're watching this presentation today, you're either using a Wi-Fi or you bought some data to be able to watch this presentation, okay? The device that you're using costs money. The clothes you're wearing cost money. The food you ate today costs everything. You see, I think money is like oxygen. It's not the most important thing, but if you don't have it, you can die quite easily. So we take making money a very serious business. And there are 3 things to money. Money is a means of exchanging goods and services. Money is a store of wealth. And money is a measure of wealth. Okay? So we take making money very seriously. Some people start the business because they want to be physically fit and healthy. So people start the business for many different reasons. So if you're a guest, I don't know about you. So what you're going to do when you start the business, you're going to register with a company that has got more than 60 years experience, working in over 50 countries, backed by the Scientific Advisory Board, world-class research and science. And we have 4 ranges of products. Which products are these? The first range is called the home care range. Products you use for cleaning your bathroom, your kitchen, your toilet, your anything that you need for cleaning your home, we have in our business. The next range is a personal care range. These are things like hair shampoos, hair conditioners. hand and body lotion, oil baths, things that you need to make yourself look neat. The third one is the nutrients, organics, or skincare products. And the last one is healthcare supplements. These are products that are manufactured from natural food sources to make your life much healthier. Now, how does this business work? This business works when you do what we call daily success habits. What does that mean? That when you start the business, you're going to do 3 things every single day to grow your business. The first one, you're going to use the products. Now, what you're actually doing is changing your buying habits. By the way, if you're a guest, you are still going to buy something at the end of this month, whether you join our business or not. So what we recommend is this: change your buying habits. Start buying products from your own business. In fact, you use the products for 2 reasons: supporting your own business. Number 2 is that you want to recommend products to people after you've experienced the products yourself. It makes credibility better. Now, because Neolife is registered in more than 50 countries around the world, the company has standardized the business to measure the business using what we call a point value system, PV. So let's say you use 100 PV in your home. The second thing we do in our business, we share the business. That means we introduce other people to be product users like ourselves. Like I said earlier, what we actually do in our business is we build a network of people who use products. All right? Let's say you introduce 6 people to be product users. 6 people plus yourself is 7. If you do this, you do 700 PV or point value, you become a manager and your income is roughly $45 a month. The next thing you do is you start teaching the people you brought into the business to do what you do. That is, they also introduce others to join the business as users. And these people also introduce, for example, if this person on the top right corner introduces 2 people, and each of those 2 introduce 2 each, you'll have a 700 PV unit, plus the other 6 gives you 1,300 PV. Your income is about $90 a month. You become a senior manager. All right? Then the next thing we need to do is we teach the people who we brought into the business to build their own businesses. This 700 PV unit is just for explanation purposes. It could be more, or it could be less. So if you have 6 people doing 700 PV, plus your own gives you 4,300, 700 times 6 gives you 4,200, plus your 100 gives you 4,300 PV. Your income is between $580 to $700. You become a director, and your business begins to grow. After that, some people will not be interested in becoming business builders. These people will become customers. They buy, because they're not registered, they will buy products from you and you'll make a profit margin of 20%. Okay? The third thing we do in our business is personal development. Personal development means you take time to learn to become a better business builder through training, support, personal development material like books, CDs, seminars, conferences, so that you can understand the products better, so that you can understand how the business is built much better. This is what we mean by a support system that enables you to grow a bigger business. But you see, some people are not interested in just $500, $1,000, $800. They want more. If you want more in this business, you need to help the people who join the business in your team to become better distributors and eventually become directors. If you help one person become a director, your income is about $1,000 a month. If you help 3 people to become directors in your team, your income goes to about $2,000. If you help 6 people become directors, your income goes to way over $5,000 a month. So with that, I would like to hand over back to Paul to introduce our guest speaker, who celebrated her birthday recently.
Wow, thank you so much, Pascal. I hope you can hear me. My internet is not very strong.
Yes, I can hear you.
Thank you. Wow, thank you. Thank you so much for that session which you have taken us. about how you came to the business and where you are, and also giving the guest on the call an idea on how they can be able to be part of this process. And I believe that they've been able to benefit from that session. And at the end of the meeting, they'll be able to be looking further to call the person who brought them on the call so that they can be able to start their journey with Neolife as well. So thank you so much for that session. Yes, we have a guest speaker who is on the call today. And this opportunity of Neolife, it's quite unique. As Pascal said, is for everybody. Those who have been quite educated, those others who just have average education. It doesn't matter where you are in terms of education and all that. It's an opportunity that can be able to cover everybody. So the speaker for today, it's one of the quite very educated ladies who came to this opportunity some times back, and she started her work. And today, she has an amazing story together with her partner, who is the husband. Personally, I've been able to see them really build such a big business, achieve a lot of their dreams. And she's here to be able to tell us, what has happened. And Pascal have said she's still celebrating her birthday. For ladies, birthday celebration can take 1 month. So without ado, I just want to bring on here our Ruby director, Purity Ndungu, to be able to share with us. Purity, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Paul. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. We can see you. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Paul. Yes, I'm still celebrating my birthday and I'm excited. Thank you so much, Paul, for giving me this chance to give my testimony. I feel so much privileged and I feel so honored by you. And thank you so much, Pascal, our leader. You have been a great leader to all of us. You have always taught us since COVID began, and surely you have helped us to take our businesses to the next level. May God bless you so much. So I want to start by saying my name is Purity Ndungu, as Paul has said. I am a mother. I am married to Isaac Ndungu, and between us we have 3 children between the ages of 16 and 9 years. And this opportunity found me when I was very busy. I am a lecturer by profession. I went to school. I was told when I was growing up to go to school, to work very hard, to get the many degrees, and to get a very good job. And sincerely, I did all that. I went to school, I worked hard. I remember I went to a very good school, even in high school and national school. After that, I went to the university. I did my first degree. I became a teacher. Yeah, I did a degree in education. I became a teacher, but I didn't stay in the high school for long. I just taught for 1 year. I went back to class. I did my master's and I became a lecturer. And when I was in the lecturing field, I was told, if you want to remain here, you still have to add your degrees. So I went ahead to get another degree. And I was doing all this because I wanted to live a very good life, like I had been promised. I wanted to live a wonderful life. I wanted to have a great family time and all that. But as I worked as a lecturer, as I taught as a full-time lecturer in one of the universities, I realized that the more I was working and the more time I was taking in the classroom and the more years that I was actually taking teaching, the more my money was diminishing. Instead of my money increasing, because now the education was increasing, the money was going down. And by the time I came for this opportunity, I had taught for 8 years in the university. And by that time, actually, we were in debt. My husband is a high school teacher, and he was also employed and having a salary like myself. But I can tell you, at the end of the month, the money was not enough. We could sit down, we budget, and we were not able to meet all the things that we wanted to do with that money. And by 10th, actually, we did not have money and we went back to borrowing and all that. So for me, I was wondering, what is the problem now? Here I am, I have done all this, I have worked, I have achieved all this in terms of education. And in fact, I was really teaching a lot on part-time basis. I live in Nairobi, Kenya, and around Nairobi, being a capital city, there are so many universities here in the town. And I was teaching in almost all of them on part-time basis because I was looking for extra money. Now you can imagine you have a full pay slip, money is not still enough, you are still teaching on part-time. And I tell you, for those people who are here and they are lecturers, they can tell you for sure, you could teach even for 1 year and you're not paid, 2 years and you're not paid. So again, it was very frustrating. So by the time I was being invited for this opportunity, I was still looking for something else to do on part-time. And therefore this opportunity really came in hard. So I was told that it's an opportunity that I could make money part-time. And since I was so used to part-time, I knew it's okay, I'm in the right place. In fact, when I came, I thought it is another class I was going to be given to teach. Only to be told, no, you have to sit down to learn. This is a business that you're going to do. It's not another salary that will be paid. And I decided to listen because I said, if it's a business that is going to, I can do it part-time and it is going to give me money, it is okay. So I decided to listen to the training. I remember the first day I saw people who are very excited. To me, I was not used to such an environment where people are so excited. I was this person who was always very, 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 very serious. I started laughing when I came to Neolife. I used to be very serious, yeah. One reason why I was very serious in class is because I am small in size, you know. So to make sure that the students are not playing around with me, I used to be very serious and I just used to teach and just tell them, you have to do my work, no feeling to do my work. I mean, I was so serious so that the student could not play around with me. So I never used to know how to laugh. But here I came to Neolife, people are excited. I heard people are making money. I had there are great products that people are using and they are getting very good health. And therefore I said, wow, this is a good place to be. So for me, I joined the day I listened. In fact, when they were doing the presentation, I remember it was on a Sunday. And why did I come on a Sunday? I came on a Sunday because I had actually been invited for a whole 1 month, but I could not get time because I was so busy now. You can imagine you have a full-time lecturing, you have like other 10 places you are teaching on part-time. I did not have time for myself. I did not have time for my family. That time when I came in, my son was so young. I think he was around 3 or 4 months old. And I was busy. I never had time for him. I was waking up early in the morning, going to class and coming back after 10 p.m. because I could teach even in the evening classes that normally start at 5:30 to 8:30. So by the time I finish class and I go back home, it was already very late. So I was a very tired person and therefore life was not very exciting for me. But here now I've found people who are excited. So I joined immediately. In fact, I was wondering when are they going to finish so that they can tell me how to join. Though I did not have money, I had just joined. The only problem was I never had the money at that time. And I remember the person who was encouraging me told me, don't worry, you will go and look for money and you'll come and join. So the following day, it was a Monday, I went, looked for the money and I paid. So for me, I just, now after paying, I was asking, what am I supposed to do? Because I want to make this money as fast as possible. So I was taught the basics. I was taught, no, it's not a get rich quick scheme. You have to learn. You have to learn to do the basics, like what Pascal has taught us this evening, that our company, there are basics to be done. There are the success habits to be done. You have to use the products. You have to share the products. You have to bring in other people and you have to train. And therefore, I decided those are very simple things I can do. I was used to be doing very hard things. My field is finance and accounting. So you can imagine those are not very simple areas. So this one of just using and sharing the products, I thought it is very simple for me and I can do it. Especially I was told that the main business here is bringing people, sharing the opportunity and showing people to do what you're doing. So I said, if it's about sharing the opportunity, then that one I can do it very well. And I also started looking at the people I can bring in the business. I said, I have my students, I have my colleagues, I have people in the church. So I could see that I had so many people that I was able to bring in the business. So after starting the business, and now I went out and started doing what I was being taught. I was very keen. I could listen and I could go and do what I was taught to do. Like what Pascal has told us today about building that network. I understood very fast about network. And I said, yes, if I build this network, if I show these people how to use the products and to share the products. But after learning about these products, hearing the testimonies from people that they are using the products and they are getting well. I remember the testimony I had that day was from a lady who had goiter. And she said that now she had used the products for 1 year and her goiter was getting, she was getting very, very much better. And I remembered my mom-in-law, who was diabetic. And I said, if these products are working, then I'm going to give them to her and I believe she'll be okay. I remembered my aunt. At that time, she had arthritis and high blood pressure. And I said, if these products are working for these people, I am in the right place because I have these people, I want to help them. So I started using the products with myself and my family. I started helping my mom-in-law with the diabetic products. My aunt, I helped her, and I also encouraged her to join the business. In fact, for my aunt, she had just retired and she was sick. She did not have the money because she was waiting for the pension that was not coming very fast. So I really encouraged her to join the business because I could see for her, she can still be able to do the business. So I encouraged her to join the business and she joined and she started using the products. And the most exciting thing is what I can tell you this evening is today, my aunt is 74 years. Those members who are here in Kenya, they know her. When you look at her, she doesn't look 74. She looks so young. She looks 50 years, but yet she's 74. She is not having arthritis. She is not having high blood pressure. And she's having money. She's able to do her own things. So that is a great achievement for me. I'm very excited about that. My mom-in-law is 86 years. Yes, she is old, but she also doesn't look old. She is able to do her things in the farms, to go and pick her tea and do other things. So I am so happy that I found Neolife because in terms of health, my family has benefited. My children are fine. They are not sick and they do not really get sick. And we have even forgotten about going to the hospital because I remember before I came in, of course, I had an insurance. I had an insurance with where I was working. And I can tell you, we used to use up all that insurance and it used to be over before 1 year. But today we even forget about going to the hospital. So I want to tell the people who are on this call, the guests, that you're in the right business with the right product. The way we have been told, our product, they work. It is very true. I have seen it. And not only my parents, I have seen so many people over that time. I've been here for now 8 years. I have been able to see so many people being helped by these products. So we have the best products in the world. And that is exciting because the products speak for themselves. And when you give people to use, they will see the results and they will be happy. This business is about telling others, telling your story, telling how you have benefited and helping other people also to be able to benefit and tell their story. So today I'm so excited that I found this opportunity of Neolife. Remember, I have said I came in for money. And I was so passionate. I was working, I was looking for everybody, but it was not easy. Because when I went back to the staff room and I told my colleague lecturers about this opportunity, they were laughing at me. And they told me, Purity, kwani unaishi Kenya gani? Yani, where do you live? You are the only people who have never had this opportunity. For me, surely I had not heard about it. But they told me this is a not company, this is an opportunity that has been there, we know it. You know, there are people who are always a know-it-all. They know everything, but they just know by hearing, but they have not yet even done it themselves. So, but for me, because I was excited, because I saw people even earning a lot of money, I decided I was not going to listen to them. They rejected me, and yet I just decided to do the business and move on. And I remember one of the lecturers who said no and laughed at me. After 5 years of being in Neolife in August 2018, he gave me a call and told me, Purity, I want to join that business because he observed me. He observed the way I had changed my life. He observed the way I was not complaining like other lecturers, and I was doing my things. He observed that I had started traveling the world, and he admired that life. And therefore, he called me and told me that he wanted to join. And actually, he joined. And in 3 months, he also became a director. So I want to encourage somebody in this call today that maybe today you are a new distributor. You are calling people and they are not joining. They are laughing at you. Just keep on keeping on. Keep the company of people who are in your life, people who are encouraging you, and people who are telling you it is possible, you will do it, you are in the right place. Because these people who are rejecting you now, they will call you, they will look for you later after you have succeeded. And anyway, you will succeed. In fact, I was encouraged that time because when I was facing the rejection, I was told, don't worry, you will succeed with or without these people who are saying no. And that word kept on encouraging me. So I went on to do the business. I went on to help other people to do the business. I was also having another challenge because I had not done any business. And therefore, I did not even know how to sell anything. So the other challenge I had was, how do I go selling the 3NN, the omega-3 and everything? But because I was told to use fast, then you'll be able to tell others. I decided because I'm using, they'll be able to see my change. And even because of the change of the people around me as they use the products, I found it so easy to share these products. So if you want to know, if you don't know how to sell the products, don't worry, just start by using. People will see a change in you. Just make sure you are sharing these products with the people around you. They will have a story. And through that story, you'll be able to bring in people. That is what I've learned in this great opportunity of Neolife. And today I'm so excited to say that I have seen the money that I came for. I came for the money. I saw the health. I have seen the health. I have seen the money that I came for. I started very small because this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. I started with a very small check of $1,362. That is allowed $13. And after that was the first month. The second month, after bringing in other people, showing them the business, my check or our check went from 1362 to 29,962 shillings. That was very exciting. And I knew I'm in the right place. And by the third month, we were already directors. And we received a check of $600. That is 60,948 shillings in Kenya shillings specifically. And I can tell you when I got that check, I surely decided this is the place I want to be, because I realized when I do this part-time teaching, I have to teach for a whole 1 semester, 4 months, set exams, mark those exams, and I wait for money to be paid before I could be paid that 60,000. And now here I am, after 3 months, I'm earning 60,000. So I decided if I am going to be teachable and do what I'm being told to do, I'll even earn more. So I continued helping people, bringing other people in the business. And by the time I was allowed 10 months, we became world team members. And as a world team members, we started earning over 90,000 Kenya shillings. And that was more than exciting for us as teachers and a lecturer. That is money that we could get maybe when you go for a soft loan. Then in only 1 year, in 1 year and 4 months, we moved from Sapphire directors to 1 Ruby directors. That was exciting for us. We started now earning over $1,000 every month. And I can tell you now, that was 2015. Now from 2015 to today, now we are in 2021. And we have been all through, we have been Ruby directors. So this is exciting. We have seen money in Neolife. We have been able to do many things, and we cannot just thank God enough that this opportunity came our way. We had also been promised about traveling. When we became world team members, that is Sapphire directors in 2014, the following year, 2015, we started traveling. We started traveling to, I remember our first destination was Sun City, where the president team members have just come from last week. That was my first place to travel in. That was my first flight out of this country. So we went to Sun City, a very beautiful place. When I was looking at the photos, they really reminded me of that place. And I felt, wow, this business is great. And I believe I'll still go back again sometime. So we went to Sun City. And the good thing is, even when I went to my first flight, we never only went with Isaac. We went with a couple whom we had also brought in the business. There's nothing more exciting in this business than to bring in a person to show them the way. And now when you have shown them the way, you're able to enjoy life together. That is fulfilling for me. So we went with this lady, her name is Grace Chege and Caesar. We were able to travel with her the very first flight that we traveled. And since then, we have actually been traveling with her all over the world. So traveling has been there for us every year. We've been to Cape Town, we've been to Dubai, we've been to Abu Dhabi, we've been to Mauritius. So we have traveled, something that we did not think that we could do as teachers and lecturers. In fact, when we came in, we did not even have a passport. You can imagine, we never dreamt that we could get out of this country. We didn't even have a passport, but now you can see our passport is almost full because of the traveling that you have been doing. And again, not only traveling with only one person in our team. I remember when we went to Mauritius, we had 8 people in our team whom we were able to travel with. And that was very exciting for us. So this business is very good. It's a business that you can be able to empower other people. It's not a business for only people who have been to school. We have been able to work with every person. What is important here is your attitude and the dream that you have. If you have the right attitude, if you have a big dream, this is the place that you can be able to achieve that dream. I have seen good health. I've talked about good health. I've seen the good health. I've seen the money. I've been able to travel. And one more exciting thing that I've seen is I've been able to develop many leaders. I have so many directors. We have so many directors in our team. In fact, we have more than 30 directors in our team. And that is very exciting to see people come in, change their life, show them how to also duplicate themselves and also help other people. So these directors, they're also doing their own business. They are helping other people. And as I've said about, we have one of our greatest leaders who has been able to do this business in a very big way. She has been able to create a big business even out of this country in the US, and even in the US, through this team of Grace, we have been able to actually have world team members. So this is a great business for all of us, a business that goes beyond your country, a business that goes beyond the boundaries. So I want to encourage every guest on the call today. This is a business that you need to do and start right away. I want to encourage every distributor on the call today. This is the business that you need to do. And if you are there and doubting, I want to tell you that this business is very doable. You just need to believe in yourself. And I also want to say that apart from traveling and creating leaders, the personal development that I've had is great. I started by saying that I was a very serious person. I did not have personal confidence, but today I can stand even before hundreds of people and I can be able to address these people because of the personal development that I have received in Neolife, just as Pascal has been able to tell us that we receive a lot of personal development in this business. And I tell you that is awesome to have the confidence to be able to speak to people, to be able to help people. It is just great. And apart from that, we have also been able to do a lot of investment through this business. When we came in, we were able to have our own home. Today, we are landlords here in Nairobi, and we have big dreams about this business. Today, we are able to drive ourselves, to drive our children to school, because we also have time freedom. We take our children to school ourselves and bring them back home. And this is awesome. Before then, I told you that I was very busy. I never had time for them. If you are that person who is feeling like, I need to change my life, what I'm doing now is not actually helping me to achieve my dreams, then you are in the right place today. And I want to tell you that take action, join the business. It is very possible. It is very doable. You can do it and you can change your life. Distributors, let us just be serious in the business, and believe me, we will be able to be going very, very far. And I know that the life has begun. For me, I just feel like I've just begun. The business has just begun. I have a long way to go. And I'm excited about the future because I know the future is great. So thank you so much, Paul, for giving me this chance. for giving me this chance to give my testimony. God bless you, and back to you, Paul.
Wow, thank you so much, Purity, for taking time to be able to share your journey with us. Everybody who's on the call today, starting from, a very humble beginning together with Isaac. I've been able to see you grow your business, and you are quite great leaders in our business, not only in Kenya, in East Africa. You are such role models, and you've been able to build leaders, and that is what it's taking you to the places where you are supposed to be. I know you're looking forward to becoming the next president team members in Kenya. And I know it will be possible because of your resilience and the way you and Isaac work together to help other people to achieve their dreams. So you are such selfless leaders, and we thank you so much for being part of this opportunity and sharing your journey with us, because I know there are so many teachers and people can be able to relate with that story. So if you're on this call today and you feel you're in the same place that Isaac and Purity were, a place of financial uncertainty whereby you couldn't be able to meet all your goals and your dreams, this is the right place. So after this call, speak with the person who invited you here, and they'll be able to show you what Isaac and Purity were shown, and they started off, and you'll be able to start off. Bearing in mind, we are here to support you and make sure all the dreams that you have come to fulfill. So thank you so much, Purity. We really appreciate. I just want to turn it back to Pascal, our leader, to be able to close the meeting for us today. Pascal, if you can hear me.
Yes, I can hear you, Paul. Thank you so much, Purity, for your testimony. I can summarize it. That is the purity of our business. So we really appreciate for that testimony. And just to wind up, when you start a business, most people who start a business don't have systems that support them to enable them to build a business. Because in traditional business, you need a sales department, you need a marketing department, you need a research and development department, you need financial. All those things have been done for you. The only things you need to do is to build a network of users. And because of technology, our business has been so simplified that if you want to order products, you can order the products online. As long as you've got internet connectivity, you can order the products. If you want to register new distributors, you can do it online. Once you've got registered, your company creates for you your own personalized website called the back office, where you monitor and manage your business. Training is done online, locally, and internationally. For example, I've seen some of our colleagues and distributors from Nigeria attending this session, with people from Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, USA, people from Sweden. Delivery of products, the company contracts courier companies in various regions to deliver products to our customers. Payment is done online or by mobile money transfer. Payment of bonuses and commissions by the company is done by EFT or mobile transfer. So the company has made the business very efficient to help you grow your business faster. Purity was talking about traveling in 2019. Betty and I had the privilege of spending 4 days at the Sun Hotel, paid for by the company, and we met some of the top distributors on the African continent. Some of our distributors were in Dubai in 2017, Abu Dhabi, and 2 months ago they were in Dubai. So the company sends you to various destinations as a way of thanking you for the effort of becoming a leader in this business. Those are some of the top distributors from the African continent who attended this leadership seminar at the Sun Hotel in Johannesburg. If you're a guest, speak to the person who invited you. They'll give you an application form to fill. If you're in South Africa, you need between 690 and 2,700 rand to get started, depending on the package you want. In Kenya is 7,360 or 8,970 Kenya shillings. In Nigeria is 17,500 or 22,500 naira. In Tanzania is 140,500 or 170,700 Tanzania shillings. In Uganda is 203,900 or 242,500 Uganda shillings. In the USA is 99 US dollars. Sweden is 1,025 Swedish krona. Italy is 64 euros. In Ghana is 240 or 384 Ghanaian cedis. So wherever you are, speak to the person who invited you. They will guide you how to get started. Remember, how do you become successful? The first step of becoming successful is to make a decision and say, yes, I want to start this business. Once you've made a decision, the next thing is you need to know what you want. What does that mean? You need to have a dream. You need to know why you want to build the business. What is it that you want to achieve? The second thing you need to do is you need to find out what you need to do to become successful. That means you need to be teachable. Number 3 is just sheer hard work, discipline, guts. I read somewhere that life does not admit anybody in the life of success without passing through the test of persistence. If you want to succeed in this business, if you want to succeed in life, you have to be persistent. Number 4, you need faith in yourself, in your sponsor, and in the company Neolife. Your sponsor is a person who invited you to this business and takes responsibility to teach you how to build your business. If you have these things going for you, nobody will stop you from becoming successful. So I want to hand over back to Paul to end our meeting. And I really appreciate for all those guests who attended this meeting. May God expand your lives until all your dreams have become fulfilled. Thank you and good night.
Thank you so much, Pascal, and thank you for everybody who's on the call today, our guests and our distributors. We have come to the end of our session tonight, and I believe that the guests who are on the call, you'll be able to, make that decision to be part of this opportunity. So as we said, speak to the person who invited you on this meeting. They'll be able to show you how to fill a form, either manual or online. Just make the payment, and we start the journey from there. And I can tell you that in the next 1-2 years, you'll be the person seated where Pascal and Purity are seated today, to be either to be able to share the opportunity or to be able to share your story and what Neolife has been able to do to you. So I just want to thank you, Pascal and Purity, once again for taking us through the session. Have a wonderful evening, everyone, and see you soon. Bye-bye, and God bless you. Thank you, Pascal. Good night. Bye-bye.
Good night.
Good night, Paul.
Good night, Purity.
Good night,
Bye-bye.
Purity.
Bye-bye.